Hello everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel, Dino Gadget. Today we're back here, we're playing Doki Doki Literature Club, exactly where we left off. So let's continue. That's all I am. And that's why I'm going to accept these punishments. Because I deserve every last one. No, you don't. Without thinking, I once again grab Sayori's shoulders. This time I pull her into a tight embrace. You deserve the hug you get. This is exactly what you get for doing such evil things to yourself. You get hugged. Dino Gadget, Sayori, I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm really happy that you convinced me to join the club. See? You become down on yourself, and you get hugged. That is your punishment now. You will get a hug. You'll get the most sincere hug you will ever know. You will get a sincere hug. You will get someone who actually... You'll get someone trying to make you think happier thoughts. And if you do that to me, obviously if you tell me that, obviously aside from just giving you a hug, I will also make you look at cute, adorable pictures of kittens to make you feel better. Because they are adorable and I love cats. And I mean, come on, who wouldn't love cats? And I want to make you feel better, so I'm going to make you feel better. If I make friends with everyone else, then that's just a bonus. But please never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have it any other way. Dino Gadget, Sayori isn't hugging me back. Despite my arms being wrapped around her, Sayori's arms remain at her sides. She starts sobbing next to my ear. No, don't do this to me. Please don't do this, Dino Gadget. Sayori barely manages to speak between her sobs. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing. You're doing the right thing. You may not know it, but that's what should be done. Show them you care. Show them, or basically, be as nice as possible. Anything, or if anything, that's what I would definitely be doing. I would go over, I would give a hug. And that is a warning to any and all people who decide to say any negative things about themselves or be, basically like, or have any suicidal thoughts or whatever around me. You are going to get a hug no matter what from me. This is a straight up fact. You cannot avoid it, which is why I would suggest not doing it if you do not want the hug. But all I want is for her to know that I care. If you have it in you to call yourself selfish, then you have then you have let me be selfish too. Or then you have to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to change. I'll make these feelings go away. And if there's anything that you need me to do, then you'd better tell me. I'll get mad if you don't. Yep. That's what these people deserve. These people deserve to be threatened with nothing but good feelings. Threatened with nothing but things that need to be done, such as giving them or showing you care. Trying to help them. See? Or I don't know. I don't know. Oh god, yeah, okay, so that's another thing. When you spiral down in depression, you start begging the question of I don't know, and so on, and just that just spirals out of control and never stops. Or gently, Sayori finally puts her arms around me in return. I don't know anything. It's really scary. Yeah, it always is. But you'll survive. You'll make it through it. I don't understand any of my feelings, Dino Gadget. Well, actually, in her case, I don't think she will. Because of how things are going. But we'll see how things go. And the only time I'm not feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain, but your hugs are so warm, and that's really scary too. Sayori lets me go. As she does so, I let her go as well. The festival's tomorrow, yeah. It's going to be fun, right? Yeah. How would you like for me to spend it with you? It's what I want. I promise. I think that would be nice, then. Yeah. Sayori wipes her eyes. If I could spend the whole day here, I would. Of all days, this has to be the one where I have other plans. Maybe I should cancel. No, don't. Please don't. If you did that, then I really wouldn't forgive you. But it's almost time for Yuri to meet me at my house. At the very least, do you want to come along and help us? It would be fun. To my surprise, Yuri shakes her head. Actually, that's not surprising at all. I would drag her, kicking and screaming, though. No, I wouldn't be that cruel. I would tell her, like, no, come on, we go now. I would coax her into doing it. If she really gave in, or if she really put up a fight saying, no, I don't want to, it's like, okay, fine. But that won't stop me from worrying about you. But whatever. I'm sorry. I don't know if that would be very good for me today. You understand, right? It's kind of hard for me to fully understand, but I'm trying my hardest. It's okay. Don't worry so much about it. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Alright. Look forward to it. I say goodbye to Yuri and exit her house. On the way home, I find myself still feeling uneasy. But it's hard to keep me for me to keep thinking about it when Yuri is about to come over too. I think Sayori is right. I shouldn't be worrying too much, and we're definitely going to have a great time tomorrow. I should just focus on what's ahead of me. As I approach my house, I see something that makes me feel a moment of panic. Yuri! Thank goodness. You're a little early. I'm sorry I wasn't home yet. Were you waiting for a long time? No, I just got here. But I started to get nervous when nobody answered the doorbell. You always could have texted me. If I had known, I would have reassured you and hurried on my way home. I suppose that's true. I didn't think of that for some reason. It should be common sense to do that, but I decided to ignore it. Anyway, let's go inside. I see you brought a lot of stuff with you. That's right. And did you manage to find anything I asked you to buy as well? Yeah, pretty much. At least I hope I got everything right. I'm sure it'll be fine. I take Yuri to my room. The first thing she does is glance around curiously, which makes me feel anxious. It's so clean. I cleaned it before you came over, so that's very considerate of you to do. No, it would be really embarrassing for my room to be a mess while you are here. Well, I do enjoy cleaning. I would have gladly helped you clean. That would be even more embarrassing. Wait, don't look in there. I snatched Yuri's wrist, which was in the process of opening a desk drawer of mine. I'm sorry. I wasn't thinking for some reason. I was just spacing out. It's fine. I let go of Yuri's wrist. She puts both hands firmly in her lap, as if making sure she's keeping track of them. So, should we get started? Yes. I have a few things I planned that you could help with. Decorations and other atmospheric enhancements. You know, mood lighting, aromatherapy candles. I'm not entirely sure about the candles bit. But 1 or 2 candles wouldn't hurt. It'd be nice. Oh wow. I didn't know you planned on taking it that far. Of course. I want to take our guests to a faraway place. Though many will stop by just out of curiosity. And for cupcakes, I guess. I'm determined to provide an experience that will leave them wanting more. That's great. It's easy to forget that you're a pretty intense person. Intense? I guess that's the best way to put it. Is that a bad thing? No, not at all. It's something that I like about you, actually. Is that so? That makes me feel relieved and kind of happy. Yeah, no need to be so anxious. You can relax a little. Relax. I brought some things for relaxation. I was going to use them during the poetry event. Oh yeah? Like what? Let's see. Yuri rummages through her bag. She pulls out a few candles and wooden cylinder-shaped objects. I did some shopping on the way here, so I have these in my bag. I plan to cover the windows in black pepper and use the candles to light the room. I think this would be amazing, don't you? Yeah, that would be really neat. What's the wooden thing, though? Oh, this? It's a diffuser of essential oils. How familiar are you with aromatherapy? Not familiar at all. Is that so? It's one of my favorite contributors to a positive atmosphere. Depending on the oils or herbs you choose, you can change the mood of the air itself. You can even feel it permeate through your body. Relaxation, positive energy, romance, reflection. It's almost like magic. Yuri takes the cylinder and pushes a switch on the bottom. In just a moment, a thin ray of vapor begins to spout through a small hole on the top. I actually have a diffuser in my bathroom. We don't use it too often, mostly just, to make sure that we don't, or so that the bathroom does not entirely stink, but, we have a different thing for, air stuff. We should probably be using the diffuser for right now since we need to get more air freshener. Wow, that smells wonderful. What kind of mood is that one for? It's the jasmine essential oil. It smells like sweet, or it smells a little sweet and flowery, right? Yeah, that's a good way to describe it. I chose jasmine for the event because it provides more than relaxation. Jasmine enhances your emotions and helps you feel them flow through your body. You feel warmer and your heart pounds more heavily. Don't you think it will be perfect for sharing our poems? It does sound subtle, or suitable, but you seem to know a lot about this, so I'll trust your opinion with anything. Yuri smiles gently, clearly enjoying herself. She again reaches into her bag and pulls out several spools of thin ribbon. What are those for? Well, did you purchase the origami paper I asked you to get? Yeah, I have it over here. We won't be using the paper for folding origami. What I'd like to do is write a different word on each paper. We'll need about 100 of them. Oh yeah? What will those be used for? Well, I'm going to cut pieces of ribbon to hang from the doorway of the classroom. Then we fasten the paper onto the ribbons to create a doorway curtain. Wouldn't that be beautiful? Well, yeah, it would be, though, that could be a bit much. I mean, I could understand the origami. I could understand it, I don't know, it could be a little much. It will also catch the eye of those passing by the room. It may attract some people to peek inside. That's really creative. I have no idea you'd be so good at this, Yuri. Is that so? Well, I suppose I get a little intense, as you'd put it. Yuri giggles with red cheeks. Is it just me, or is she more relaxed when it's just the two of us? Maybe it's the excitement she feels from sharing something that she enjoys. Here's a marker dial, Gadget. You can write any characters you want. I'll help you once I finish cutting the ribbons. Alright. Sitting on the floor together, the two of us get to work. I carefully draw a different character on each paper, doing my best to manage my bad handwriting. Yuri unravels a long strand of red ribbon to her desired length. Then she reaches into her bag once more and pulls out a pocket knife. The knife is strangely beautiful. The silver handle and an intricate pattern of waves etched into it. The blade itself is gently tinted blue. That's no ordinary pocket knife. Looks really fancy. Well, embarrassed, Yuri looks away. What is it? You're going to think it's weird. Yuri, whatever it is, I have no reason to judge. To each their own, you know? If you promise you won't be weirded out. Yeah, I promise. Alright. The thing is, I'm kind of into knives. They're just so pretty. Oh, I can agree with you there. They can be pretty. In fact, we've got a few decorational knives in my house, but don't get me wrong, they're still sharp. They still are very sharp, which is why they are nice and pretty, but used for intruders. We've never had intruders, but we have those so we can protect ourselves. And just to look pretty. I can't help it. I don't know what it is. The combination of craftsmanship and feeling of danger, maybe? What am I saying? Please don't think I'm weird for this. No, why would you be? You're laughing at me. No, I'm not laughing at you. It's just funny how nervous you got about sharing. So, it's an interesting thing to be into, I guess. But I think it kind of suits you. Suits me? Yeah, it's kind of intense. Besides, it's usually cool looking. Or it's a really cool looking knife, I can't deny that. Come on! When would you ever want to? It is, isn't it? Yuri relaxes her expression once again. Would you like to hold it? Sure, I'll check it out. Yuri carefully hands me the knife, with the handle facing me. I take it and turn it around in my hand. It feels heavy and extremely solid. Where do you even get a knife like this? Probably, well, if I'm gonna be honest, it's probably somewhere by, like, maybe sports shop? Well, not entirely a sport shop. Maybe because it would be by those sort of things would be by where they might hide other defense weapons or just other weapons such as like guns. And I know I've seen those like well, whatever. Anyway, curious of its sharpness, I feel the point of the knife with my index finger. Ow! Don't I get it? Why did you do that? I didn't expect it to be that sharp. Well, that's why you don't press so hard into it. What you do is you grab it and you just do a very small tap on it or something. It's not even so much a tap as you just lightly put your finger on it. Because if you tap it, you might go a little too fast and end up hurting yourself. I barely touched it at all. It's my fault. I shouldn't have warned you. This knife is extremely sharp. It can cut through skin like it's paper. Oh no. A small drop of blood trickles down the side of my finger. Yuri takes my hand and gives the wound a closer look. She stares at it, noticeably fidgeting. If you're squeamish, I'll go wash it off now. Without warning, Yuri puts my finger into her mouth and licks the wound. Yuri, no, stop! I feel her tongue curl around my finger. Startled, I instinctively pull my hand back. Oh, please forgive me. I wasn't thinking. Yuri lowers her head, her face burning up. Yuri, that's the most embarrassing thing I've ever done. Go wash your hand, dude. How could I do something like that? I'm sorry. Sure, it was a little weird, but it took me by surprise, but I guess she was just trying to help, right? Yuri, I think you're overreacting a little. She doesn't lift her head. What if she doesn't recover from this for the rest of the afternoon? Alright, you know what? This might be a stupid thing to do, but I'll do it anyway. I take Yuri's hand and lick her index finger in return. Don't get it. Did he just do that? Now we're even. Yuri just looks at me like I did something wrong. I knew that would be a bad idea. Not for the sweet aroma of the jasmine oil. The air would be extremely heavy right now. You're so weird, Dino Gadget. Yuri giggles shyly. You're calling me weird? I have no response to that. How dare you call me weird? No, wait. Okay, I'm perfectly fine with you calling me weird. I call myself weird all the time, so. Where do you keep your bandages? I don't think I need one, actually. It was just a tiny cut. Look, it's already stopped bleeding. I see. That's relieving. The tension is quickly lifted. We each resume our respective activities. I watch Yuri's knife cut through the ribbon like it's nothing but air. Meanwhile, I continue to make progress on the paper. After we finish attaching the paper to the ribbons, we lay them all out side by side. It's looked better than I expected and will be effective as a door curtain. It looks great! Good thinking coming up with this, Yuri. Thanks. It's just something I saw online, really. Are you ready to move on to the next task? Yeah, let's do it. What do you have in mind? I'd like to create a banner. That's why I asked you to buy the paint tablets. That's right. One of the items Yuri asked me to buy was a kit of watercolor paint tablets. We'll need about 6 cups of water to put each of the tablets in. Do you mind fetching those for us? Of course not. 6 cups of water. I'll be right back in a minute. Thank you very much. Oh, and just a little bit of water is okay. If you fill the cup too much, it might be too difficult. Or diluted. Taking Yuri's advice, I decided to use a small plastic bathroom cup rather than full-sized glasses. I put them on a plate to catch any paint that drips, then bring it back into my room. Yuri? Yes? I come in to see Yuri unrolling her sleeve, putting it back over her arm. Nothing. Your face is a little red. Is it too hot in here or anything? No, not at all. There's nothing wrong, so let's mix the paint. Yuri hurriedly dismisses me and takes it upon herself to unwrap the tablets, dropping them into the cups. So, I thought we would do something simple that would look very nice. I'd like to paint the gradient across the banner. Well, you have a different way of using water paint. Most people don't actually do it like that, but hey, I'm not one to judge. Once it dries, I'll write an inspirational quote across the banner. We can hang it on the wall behind the podium at the front of the classroom. Neat! What are you going to write? Well, it'll be more fun to surprise you. Yuri smiles at me. If you say so. After rolling out the banner, Yuri and I kneel on the opposite side so we don't get in the way of each other. Yuri uses brushes and adds a few dots of different colors across the banner to serve as a color guide when we paint. This kind of reminds me of elementary school. Painting on a banner with white colors, or with watercolors, feels a lot like the art class projects we had back then. It's relaxing. I'm sorry if it feels too childish. No, I don't mean it like that at all. It's kind of fun, you know? Yeah, it is fun. I'm glad you feel that way too. Yuri stops painting for a moment, thinking to herself, for me, I don't need to go out and do crazy things to have fun. In fact, I usually don't even want to. I just like when I can spend time with one person, even if it's something simple like reading. It doesn't even matter if we don't talk much. Just having a friend next to me makes things feel a little bit nicer. I think that's all it takes for me to be happy. Is that so? Even if Yuri and I are quite different, I can understand where she's coming from. I feel that way about things like anime and games, where simply sharing the experience with someone can make me happy. I think I feel the same way. Yuri smiles gently. I knew you'd understand. Yuri leans on the banner and grabs an unused paintbrush, but I move at the same time, causing my head to bump into hers. Sorry! Yuri reels back, and I quickly lift my hand in surprise. Are you hurt? No, I'm not hurt. It just startled me, that's all. Sorry, I should have asked you to get it for me. It's not your fault. Your face. There's droplets of paint on Yuri's face and neck. Is there something on my face? Yeah, I accidentally got paint on you. Sorry, it's totally my fault. I'll get a towel right away. I rush out and fetch a small towel, and I dampen it with hot water. I return to my room and kneel back down in front of her. Here. I pat down Yuri's face and neck with my towel. Is something wrong? It's hot. I didn't expect it. Sorry. I didn't want to use cold water. Having finished, I started to retract my hand, but Yuri silently holds my wrist. Wait. Just for a little longer. It feels really nice. Keep my hand still against Yuri's neck. She looks into my eyes, in an intense expression that I realize from when she reads her books. Almost as if she's lost in a daze, enveloped by her own thoughts. She breathes gently, half through slightly parted lips. What is happening? Is it the aroma of jasmine oil giving me dizzy feelings? Yuri's gentle fingers wrap around my wrist, send a tingling sensation through my arm. Suddenly her face seems to be much closer to mine than it was just a moment ago. Yuri slowly pulls away. Sorry, I've been feeling a little lightheaded today. I didn't mean to space out. It's fine. Let's see. The moment is over as soon as it begins. Or as soon as it began. Yuri picks up her brush again, but her movements seem clumsier, like she's unable to focus. I remain silent, forced to ignore the event that just transpired. I hesitantly retrieve my own brush and continue following Yuri's example. That should do it. I finish filling the night sky. Sorry, trying to do a thing on the side here too. It looks like stars. Looking at the banner as a whole, it's pretty natural looking. I think it came out better than I expected. I'm really happy with the results. Yeah, me too. Are you going to add the letters now? Not yet. Needs to dry first. That's true. Won't that take a while? Well, perhaps it would be best to leave it here, then have you bring it in the morning. I could do the lettering in the classroom before our event starts. Is that okay? It's totally fine. Wonderful. In that case, I don't think there's anything more for us to do here. You say that like you're glad it's over. Was I wrong to assume that you were at least enjoying yourself a little bit? No, it's not that. I'm just glad that we managed to get everything done. I see. I am too. I was a bit concerned about time. A little bit concerned about time. I need to start making dinner soon. So you don't have any time left? I was secretly hoping we could have extra time after finishing the work. Well, Yuri thinks to herself, I think it would be too irresponsible of me to wait much longer. I'm sorry. I was hoping there would be more time as well. It's probably my fault. Sorry for being such a slow worker. No, it's not your fault at all. And the important thing is that we got everything done, right? Yeah. So, it shouldn't be disappointed, or I shouldn't be disappointed, or anything. Gathering all her things, Yuri seems to look a little downcast. I understand why. It sounded like she rarely gets the opportunity to spend time with friends in a relaxed environment. But that doesn't mean this has to be the last time it can happen. Once Yuri packs up, I walk her out to the front door. Thank you very much for having me today. No problem, I'm glad I was able to help. Just let me know if there's anything else you need me to bring tomorrow. I will. Well then, Yuri fidgets. I guess I'll see you tomorrow. Wait, kind of saying without thinking. About today, it's fine that we didn't have as much time as we wanted, because we could do this again. Whenever you want, you can come over, or we could just go out somewhere. I forgot you don't like going out much. As I stumble over my words, Yuri simply smiles bashfully. Anyway, you know what I'm trying to say, so you're very thoughtful, Dino Gadget. Yuri takes a step closer to me, then briefly squeezes my hand. I kind of like that about you. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? But I don't even get a chance as Yuri suddenly pulls back. Sayori, eh? Ah, hi, Dino Gadget. Sayori. Just now, we weren't... It's okay, Dino Gadget. I just stopped by to say hi. Well, it's nice to see you. I'm sorry, but but I'm already on my way to leave. Aw, really? That's too bad. I'm sorry, but we'll all be together at the festival tomorrow, so that's fine, right? Of course! Sayori beams. Yeah, so I'll see you tomorrow. Clearly embarrassed, Yuri hurries off. Sayori waves goodbye after her. Sayori, I thought you didn't want to come over today. Well, I tried staying in my room, but my imagination was being really mean to me, so I had to come here and see it for myself. See what you were talking about. Or what are you talking about? You know, how much fun you were having with Yuri and how close you got to her. Makes me really happy that you made such good friends. That's all that matters to me. Tears start to fall down Sayori's face. That's all that matters to me. Why am I feeling this way, Dino Gadget? I'm supposed to be happy for you. Why does it feel like my heart is splitting in half? Hurts so much. Everything hurts so much. This would be so much better if I could just disappear. Sayori, I didn't... Or don't say that. It's true, Dino Gadget. If it wasn't here... Okay. Monika's right. I should just... Monika? Monika's right about what? Sayori, what I said before is true. I'm not going to let this continue. Caring about you like that isn't the burden your mind is making it out to be. Besides, we would do it whether you like it or not. It's something that makes me happy. It's something that I wouldn't trade for anything else. So even if it takes an entire lifetime, I'm going to be by your side until you don't feel any more pain. But Sayori looks away. I put a hand on her shoulder, reassure her. I'm scared, Dino. I'm really scared. What are you scared of? I'm scared that I might like you more than you like me. Sayori, it's true, isn't it? I was weak and I started to like you too much. That's called having a crush on him, and that's perfectly fine and normal. Why are you making it out to be a huge deal when it isn't? What am I saying? This is Sayori. Of course she's making out to be a huge deal. And this is also a, anime-style game. Of course it's going to be this way. Overly dramatic! I did this to myself. Gadget. I like you so much that I want to die. That's how I feel. And that's enough, Sayori. I don't want to hurt anyone. And I slide my hand down Sayori's arm, squeeze her hand in my own. Do you remember how I said I know what's best for you? Do you still believe me? Wordlessly, Sayori nods. Even if you don't understand all of your own feelings, I know what you need the most right now. And that's what I'm going to give you. Oh. Okay, this is a part where everything goes downhill no matter what you say. Because if you say that you love her, she's going to think that she's being too, or she's being too selfish or burdened and blah 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 and so on. But if you friend zone her, she's gonna end up going into her own depression, and it's gonna end up in the same way no matter what. So, at least just try and be nice to her. Alright, I love you. those are my true feelings, so there's no way you could like me more than I like you. I should have realized it sooner, but spending time with everyone at the club, making new friends, and having fun with you every day helped me realize that you are truly the most important person to me. That's why I accept any of your burdens. As long as we continue like this every day, with you by my side, then I know we'll both be happy. Dino Gadget. Suddenly Sayori wraps her arms tightly around me. Dino Gadget, is that really okay? Yeah. I hold Sayori in my arms and pull her closer. You'll never have to let go of me again. I love you, Dino Gadget. I want to be with you forever. Me too. I feel Sayori's grip around me weaken a little bit. What is this? Sayori? I'm supposed to be happy right now. I always thought that this would be Happy's moment for me, but why? Even now, why won't the rain clouds go away? They're not going away at all, Dino Gadget. It's okay, Sayori. This might take some time for things to get better again. But no matter how long it takes, I'll be there every step of the way. That's all that matters to me right now. Okay, I trust you. Sayori and I slowly release each other. So, guess the festival tomorrow, our first date, huh? What are you saying? I don't want to think about those things right now, you know? I want everything to be the same as it always has been, even if we really are a couple. I don't know if I could handle anything more right now. It's really new and scary to me. I understand. Well, go on whatever pace suits you best. Hey, I don't get it. Sayori gazes at me once again, smiling sadly. Even if I get really, really sad, this is the best thing for me, right? Yeah, okay. I really don't understand what Sayori means by that. Are you saying that this is making you feel sad, Sayori? I don't know. I don't understand what I'm feeling. It feels like a bunch of thorns when you told me you love me. But that's why I want to trust you. You know what's best for me. Yeah, I do. I know what's best for you. No, okay, I'm sorry. I had to. That's my promise. I say that, but in reality, I never felt more uncertain when it comes to Sayori. I know that I love her and she loves me, but I'm having as much trouble understanding Sayori's feelings as she is. Even though I'm comfort her, I keep wondering if I should be doing something more or something different. I know these thoughts will continue to plague me until things are back the way they were. Is that what Sayori meant by not wanting anything to change? I don't know. But I know I'll give it everything I got. Sayori's the most important person to me, and I'll do whatever it takes to have a happy future with her. And I'm going to have to, save and end this episode here. So thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!